Fixing your life is not about some drastic change. What matters are the small things you do daily, just doing them better. So I made a list of 10 small things you should do every day, all of which you can easily implement and see immediate results tomorrow. Starting with number 1. The secret to feeling good and looking good every single day is hidden inside your closet. And I'm gonna show you how to do this through something called dopamine dressing. Every time your brain releases dopamine in your brain, you feel great and it elevates your confidence. Well, you can trigger this by manipulating 3 things with your clothes. The first one is colors, as these trigger emotions in your head. Red, for example, increases the feeling of excitement and energy in your head, thus releasing dopamine. The next one is patterns. And a study found that when the brain views patterns that repeat themselves, it increases theta brain waves, a signal of pleasure. The final one is texture. See, soft textures makes the brain release dopamine because you feel more comfortable. It's soft, it's relaxing. This is exactly how simple it should be to improve your life. Making these small changes and everyday things you have to do daily to ensure you don't quit. Tips 2 to 5 is gonna make you taller, more intelligent, more confident, and the tips are just as simple. Number 2, stretch out to be 2 inches taller in 2 weeks. According to research, if you practice a height stretching routine daily, you should be able to grow out to your full genetic potential. The way you're gonna get that extra height is that through daily stretching, you're gonna stretch out contracted muscles and fix your body position. In this study, they grabbed a group of men and put them through a stretch routine for 2 weeks. The exercise is called the McKenzie exercise. The McKenzie exercise will fix your forward head posture and also increase the craniovertebral angle where most of your height will come from. So before I share with you this stretch routine, I suggest you go take a shirtless picture of you from the side without fixing your posture, then run through the routine just so you can see how immediate it is. Now, the McKenzie stretch routine is simple. It consists of 7 movements that every time you perform, you will hold for 7 seconds at the deepest point, then release, and you have 3-second break to move to the next move. You will repeat all 7 movements 20 times. 1. Put both hands on your shoulders and push out your chest until its deepest point, then hold for 7 seconds. 2. Put one hand on the opposite shoulder and with your other hand, wrap around over your head and pull your head inwards towards that same shoulder. Hold at the deepest point for 7 seconds. 3. Throw back your head and turn it until you can't anymore. Hold for 7 seconds and do both sides. 4. Look straight ahead and turn your head until you no longer can. Hold for 7 seconds and repeat on the other side. 5. Lay belly flat on the floor and place your hands right under your shoulder. Then you will do a push-up while still keeping your hips and legs flat on the floor. Reach peak stretch, and then I want you to throw your head back until your deepest point and hold for 7 seconds. Place your hands on your hips and use your thumbs to push your hips forward, throwing your head back until its deepest point, then hold for 7 seconds. Finally, try to touch your toes at its deepest point to stretch out your spine and hold for 7 seconds. Now that you're done, go and take another picture shirtless and look at the immediate difference in your posture. 3. Listen to 10 minutes of an audiobook to increase fluid intelligence. You do not need to spend 10 hours every day reading to get smarter. Just 10 minutes of an audiobook daily is more than enough. Now, what you need to know is how to retain the information and act on it, not just listen to it and forget it. What I recommend, listen to an audiobook for around 10 minutes every day to absorb as much information as possible. Studies show that human brain capacity and attention starts to dwindle after 20 minutes. This is important because consuming new books creates new neural pathways in the brain that allow you to think more creatively and more clearly. This is called fluid intelligence, the ability to think abstractly and be able to see patterns to problem solve. So here are the 5 books that I believe every man should start with and why. If you want to win at everything in life, read the 48 Laws of Power. If you want to start a business, read the Lean Startup. If you want to be wise, read Meditation. If you want to win with women, read The Way of the Superior Man. If you want full control over your mind, read Can't Hurt Me. 4. Fix what you're insecure about. A survey found that men feel insecure at least 3 times a week. So I want to give you back control so you never feel helpless towards your insecurities. Out of everything that men are insecure about, 81% of men are insecure about 2 main things: hair loss and body shape. So let's start with hair loss. See, people with hair loss or alopecia deal with social anxiety and they start missing out on social events because they fear being judged. This is no way to live. So look, there are only 2 FDA medications that are approved and clinically proven to stop hair loss and in many cases regrow some of that lost hair. Online medical professionals like Keeps offer both of those generic products at the most affordable price you can find online. The best part is that with Keeps, you get that delivered to your door without ever having to visit a doctor, and you can deal with this insecurity head on. And this is a serious problem. Men have spent about $8 billion just in 2019 to fight hair loss. And it's only getting worse because 2 in 3 men will experience some form of hair loss by the time that they're 35. Now, the true trick here is to start fixing this early before this becomes a major insecurity. Science tells us that the earlier you start treating your hair loss, the more hair you can actually keep. Personally, this is why I love Keeps. They have more 5-star reviews than any of their competitors, and I truly think this is special and important because yes, you can find solutions anywhere, but you want to go where you're treated right. That previous survey that talked about insecurities, it also stated that 40% of patients that were dealing with hair loss were dissatisfied by the way their doctor treated them. And it doesn't even stop there. Hair loss keeps going as 43% of men state that they feel unattractive and 21% have increased feelings of depression. Anything that destroys your self-esteem, you have to defeat on a daily basis. Start keeping your hair and defeat this insecurity
by going to keeps.com/TMF, where you're going to be getting a special limited time discount.
And Keeps has a 90% effective rate at stopping hair loss. So it's a perfect solution to defeat this insecurity. Now, let's move on to body shape. Out of those worried about body shape, 63% of them mainly cared about not being muscular enough. Out of those surveyed, 27% stated that they would give up 5 years of their life just to have their ideal body shape. So I got you. You don't need to sacrifice 5 years. If you want more muscle, you just have to switch your mindset. See, most guys go to the gym and they focus on the concentric motion. That is getting the weight up, thinking that that's the goal. You're wrong. Research has shown that the eccentric motion of the movement, that is controlling the weight back down, is way more effective at muscle growth. So that's it. That's the one mindset shift you have to do. When you step into the gym, don't make it a goal of, okay, let me just get this weight up. No, it's let me put this weight down as slow and controlled as possible. 5. Increase blood flow with minimal effort. Improved blood flow carries waste away from your skin, your muscles, and your brain, and then replenishes it with new blood flow that carries nutrients. This gives you faster recovery times, increased energy, and mental clarity. Your body does this for you for free. You just have to know how to activate it. And it's simple. Go on a 10-minute walk. New research shows that when you take a step, your foot impacts the ground. That sends pressure waves through your arteries that significantly increases blood supply to your brain. With these first 5 things a man should do every day, I've shown you how to trigger dopamine release with your clothes, grow 2 inches taller with the McKenzie stretch, get smarter in 10 minutes, turn men's insecurities into confidence, and increasing blood flow with just walking. We're not even done. It's only gonna get better from here. Number 6. A breathing routine that will give you energy and calmness. Learning to breathe will trigger your body's fight or flight response, which can allow you to control your energy supply for the day. Most do the opposite. See, in stressful events, when you need to focus, when you need energy, most people just end up holding their breath, which just adds to their anxiety. First, you need to understand how different breathing works. Shallow breathing spikes up stress, while deep belly breathing induces calmness. You can use either depending on the problem that you're facing. If you're tired and you need more energy, do something called the double breathing technique. And you want to do this 5 times. You want to take a deep breath, fill in your lungs, and then at the top, you want to take a second short deep breath quickly. Then you exhale and you repeat the process. You will feel an immediate surge in energy. If you're anxious or nervous and you need to relax, try the alternate nostril breathing technique. Use one finger to cover your right nostril. Then you want to take a deep breath in through your left nostril. Once fully filled, cover your left nostril and fully exhale. Then repeat as needed and you will feel immediate calmness. 7. Do a brain dump to feel peaceful. You'll do this through reflective journaling at night. See, doing it at night is better than doing it in the morning, as studies show that it kind of helps clear up mental clutter, allowing you to sleep better. However, I do want you to add one small change at the end that will make you feel unbeatable. I'll explain this later. Reflective journaling is all about writing fast. It's about writing a summary of what occurred in the day. There is no right way to do it. There is no exact structure. This is key, as it's a great way to organize and permanently store all your great ideas, as well as to problem solve, because now that you can see the problem at a bird's eye view, you can have more mental clarity. The bonus step I want you to take is that after you're done, I want you to write 3 things that you're grateful for every day. Study found that those that do have better sleep, less fatigue, and truly believed that they are capable of handling any difficult situation. 8. use vanilla to feel happy. Our brains link odors to emotions. This is called associative learning. Pleasant odors can trigger an uptick in mood, productivity, and even performance. Here is how you become superhuman on it. First, you need to identify the notes that trigger a specific emotion that you're looking for. For example, you can use vanilla to feel happy. Vanilla increases endorphins by 27%. Endorphins are key as they are considered the happiness hormone. Another one is lemon, as this one can help with performance and accuracy. This is a Japanese trick they use to increase labor efficiency, as when they found that when lemon is sprayed around the office, it decreased typing errors by 54%. A bonus trick is that I spray my favorite fragrance at night, as this study found that when you spray a fragrance on your room before you go to sleep, it can increase your smartness by 226%. Look, these last two things that every man should do every day, I left them at the end because they are the easiest to do and the most impactful. I personally have been doing them for years. 9. Anything you use, I need you to put it away immediately. Doing this will boost your mental performance and make you skinny. You heard me right. Having a mess can both make you dumb and overweight. Your brain has a limited processing capacity of their visual system. A follow-up study found that suppression of visual clutter can enhance your brain's processing power. In other words, having a clean and minimal space. So don't just go and clean your room once a month. You need to be on your game every day and make it a habit that anytime you use something, just put it back. When you have this level of control over your space, you have that level of control over your life. And they proved this with food. They took 103 college students and put them into 2 kitchens. One was a messy kitchen and the other one was an organized kitchen. Those that were in a messy kitchen felt an out of control state of mind and ended up consuming more calories and more cookies than those that resided in a clean kitchen. 10. An easy one. Take creatine every day to get stronger and smarter. Look, enough studies have proved the fact that if you take creatine every day, you're going to get stronger. But very few people know that creatine also increases your IQ. In this study, participants took 5 grams of creatine daily, and they lifted their IQ score a whole 15 points in a 6-week period. That's it for me today, boys. Those are 10 simple things that you can easily do. Here are 2 more videos to continue to level your life up. See you next time.